Mercedes says that the all-new 2026 CLA Electric is the future of compact luxury. And today I am driving it to see if it feels like the future or just another EV. All-new 2026 Mercedes CLA Electric. This is now the sedan, not the coupe, but it looks like a coupe still, with the frameless doors. We will go for a drive and I will tell you my opinion about this car. I will show you consumption and at the different speeds and scenarios. (563 to 100 kilometers per hour). This is more than 1 second faster than quoted times, and 534 to 60 miles per hour. This is absolutely crazy numbers for this vehicle. But now let's take a closer look at the exterior, interior, and this spec. So this is the night black, solid black color. There is also a Cosmos black metallic option. This is the progressive line, so not the AMG line, but the progressive. Some people I've seen on the web, some people say that this looks better than AMG line, and to be honest, it does look pretty good. Probably this is the first progressive line car which I quite actually would be willing to get, because usually I go for the AMG line with my own A-class vehicles, and overall my preference is AMG line or full AMG, of course. But with this car, progressive is also pretty nicely looking, so yeah, it's on your personal preference, but I would be absolutely fine with this. And one guy actually stopped me in the mall. He was asked, wow, this is the new CLA, can I look at it? And of course I let him look, and he said, wow, it's so pretty. So he actually liked this car. Just thoughts from today. So this is the black non-metallic Cosmos with the ivory beige interior, which is like a beige light color, which is popular, of course. So from the side it looks like a combustion CLA. So this is what people like, that Mercedes decided to go for this strategy and to have a more traditional combustion engine silhouette and overall shapes and everything. In terms of the front, we have here the illuminated grille. So this lights up together with the star and also with the LEDs. These are the multi-beam LED lights. For this model we have a multi-beam light. If you want digital light, you have to go to C-Class or larger vehicles. So Mercedes decided to differentiate entry level and like a core, and then top, of course, top segment. Without the night package, you have here the chrome line in front, and yeah, I'm a big fan of this. We are taking a little bit more time here from the front because it's a new car, of course, new model. Here we have some cameras in the front, and they are looking different than before, and the car can recognize much better other cars via the assistance systems. Also, I think because we have additional cameras. Check it out. So we have like this one and side one. Pop-up door handles right now. I would say that they are a little bit easier to open than some other cars. Sound is pretty solid. Check out just the interior, really cool. And this is the start of the show. And now full roof is from the glass. I really like this light. It does look special with this. This is Artico, so we will check this later. So you have many wheels options, which is nice. These are pretty good looking, I have to tell you. And they are filled here, so for like aerodynamic purpose. Goodyear tires for this particular car, but they changed up in the factory. Eagle F1 MO asymmetric, this particular one, made in Germany. And the tire size 25/45 R18. There are also 17 base and then 19 inch. This is a passive suspension, so not active for this particular car. And for the rear we should have a 255/40 R18, so wider at the back. Why? Because this is a real-wheel drive vehicle. So it's not the front wheel drive like the CLA was before. Now it is a rear wheel drive, like a C-Class, let's say. So that's very changing for this segment. So with the entry level, still A-Class is entry level, but for the CLA, this is the main, let's say, platform with the rear wheel drive. If you have a 350, then you have a 4MATIC as well. This one is a rear wheel drive. There will be one also later, which will be with a smaller battery. This one is 85 kilowatt hours, so pretty large for this segment. In the back, chrome line because no night package, and CLA 250 Plus shines here pretty nicely. And of course you can see the new design with these LEDs. Here is the key fob. So it lights up like this, and it's connected here. I will show you in the garage how it looks. From the rear, it has also pretty slick design. Overall, it does look good in black. I am a fan of this car in black. I think it looks really good and it suits the design which this car has. Alright guys, so looking at the car here in the field, I like it more than on the pictures or on the videos. Let me know your thoughts about the design of the new CLA in the comment section down below. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this? As you can see, really nice sleek design here. It looks like a very nice and pretty car basically. Really good looking in my opinion from the silhouette. Here is a charging port. Fast charging from 10 to 80%, 22 minutes only. And the range with this car is just pretty crazy, let's say. Alright, so now let's take a look at the boot, and also we have one boot in the front. So we can kick here and it will open. It opens very fast. I'm not sure how fast it is, but very fast. The boot capacity is 405 liters, and together with the Frunk it is more than the previous CLA. This particular rear is less than the previous one, a little bit less. But if you count them together, then we have more. And now you can also close it here with the button, or you can kick of course under. So let's check out now the Frunk, which is new because of course we don't have any engine so far, but there will be a 1.5 liter version of the CLA, and you need to pull twice, but there will be a mild hybrid 1.5 liter as well. So let's check it out here. Okay, and this is the Frunk, 101 liters, so that's very nice. In the US, here will be the dividers. I think it's by some regulations. In Europe it's not a mandatory. And this is like a, yeah, it's like a glued here, a little bit glued, not fully. Yeah, it's not the glued, okay, a little bit just sticking out. So yeah, this is the Frunk. I think it's a nice size. Let's check out with my backpack, which is not a small one. It's for the airplane. It's a cabin luggage. So you can put many stuff here. I think this should fit, of course, I hope. So maybe even two of these would fit here. Check this out. Yes, definitely. Even two of these bags would fit, and one trolley bag would fit here for sure, because this is like a half of the trolley bag for the airplane, for the cabin. So yeah, that's pretty actually good. I thought it will fit just barely, but it fits. It would fit two of these, so that's pretty good. If you want, you can also carry charging cables here, but now we have charging stations, so it's not that necessary. But if you want, you can of course carry here charging cables. This is the hood from the lower section, and yeah, here is a reservoir or tank for the windshield washer fluid. And basically that's it in terms of the front. So we can close it. How is it closing? Like this. And now let's go for a drive. Alright guys, so here we are on the gravel road, and I often use these roads to drive because I film these often, and I have to tell you that this feels here much better than other vehicles. So the damping, and you can feel this instantly here, because yeah, it's just a gravel road and the terrain is not smooth. So yeah, I have to tell you that this is much better than some of the other cars which I have driven here, especially if you have like a performance car like an AMG. Then you can feel it much more, this road. Otherwise, yeah, this is pretty good actually. So I am really pleased with how this actually is functioning. So that's really what I noticed. The turning is also very nice. The turning, like a radius. Can you hear? It's so peaceful and quiet. I'm really surprised by the feeling in this car. It feels, I would say, effortless. This car really feels effortless to drive, and this is what I love it. This is what I love about it. So now the sound experience is off. We have settings here. So let's try silver waves. And settings, interior interaction sounds, exterior driving sound, characterful, understated. So let's try silver waves. Okay. Vivid flux. I like this more. Okay, I like this more. Well, let's see. The roundabout. This feels very nice here. Just a roundabout test. And now we will go ahead to sport mode. Okay, we also have some animations. Serene breeze. Oh, like a birds in the back. This is actually, this is better, I think, than the spaceship sound. Fractal fusion. This is like I don't know, like some video game. Okay, I'm braking now. Let's try. Okay, that was a fractal fusion. The names are really funny. And now granular fuzz. So let's try acceleration. Yeah, this is also funny. So I don't know which one is my favorite. So I'm not sure which one is my favorite. They are different for sure. I quite like this serene breeze. This makes me like a calm environment. It's like a spaceship sound, but with the birds in the back, like a spaceship garden or something, which makes it a little more natural, I would say. So, but on daily basis, I don't think I would use this always, but as like a fun feature for friends, this sort of stuff. Okay, and it has different sounds, not always the same. That's interesting. The brakes also feel really nice. It is interesting for sure. And now birds in the background. Birds are calming me down. Yeah, I think this is my favorite. This feels like some video games. Fractal fusion. Okay, let's try it again. Interesting. Granular fuzz right now. And it has like a 3D sound, so I hear something from the back, something from the sides. Interesting. And vivid flux. That's like in the EQE, EQS similar. And also what I want to tell you is the coasting with this car, the D+, no recuperation, it's crazy. This is rolling like nothing happens. This is rolling, we are still rolling, and we are still at 51 kilometers. This is crazy. You can save so much energy with this coasting, I think much more than with the recuperation, because you cover so much distance that it is pretty crazy. .563 to 100 kilometers per hour. This is more than 1 second faster than quoted times, and 534 to 60 miles per hour. This is absolutely crazy numbers for this vehicle. Wow, with the rear-wheel drive, really impressive, and no tire slippage. Now on the highway, and we are doing 130 kilometers per hour, which is 80 miles per hour. So let's see what kind of consumption can we get. It's very windy today, so yeah, the better test would be without the wind, but this is a real life, so let's see what we can get with this very strong wind. And it feels like it is like the wind is blowing against us, so I will try to go opposite direction as well, so we can average out basically, and we can have a very nice highway consumption numbers, because this is what you guys want to know, how much this car essentially consumes on the highway. So I will be back. Alright guys, so far on the highway 15.3 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, but let's turn around and go other way. Very stable here in the corner. Look at this, the car in front, it cannot do such a pace. Now normally I will just tap reset and we will accelerate normally like I would do in my car, and this picks up speed very fast, so we will soon be on 130. So the D-Stronic in this car is doing really wonderful job in terms of the acceleration. It's not sluggish, it's pretty fast actually. So yeah, let's go other way and let's see what we can get in terms of the consumption. So with 130 kilometers per hour or 80 miles per hour, we get 15.9 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, and I think this is amazing result considering that it is windy today. And yeah, the consumption with this is truly remarkable, and the second gear I think helps really a lot with this consumption. Alright guys, so we had 15.9 average on the highway over 44 kilometers, 21 minutes, and 130 kilometers per hour. It was always the top speed in this test, so really great in my opinion, considering it is windy and all these basically all these things. So I'm really pleased with this kind of consumption here, and the car on the highway feels really stable. I really found it very pleasant, and also when I was changing the lanes, it was really secure and confidence inspiring for sure. effortless driving, really super easy. Alright guys, so now we are going and test 120 km per hour at the same route as I did 130 km per hour. This will be interesting test because many people like to do lower speed to save electricity, let's say, consumption. So we'll see what we can get. So now 120 km per hour, same test and same route, back to back. So same conditions, and let's see what we can get. At 120 km per hour or 75 miles per hour, we have 14.6 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So about 1 kilowatt less, 1.3 kilowatt less than at 130 kilometers per hour. Alright guys, so now we are in traffic jam, and let's see what kind of consumption we can get. Now we are driving in Distronic, and I will go essentially through the half city, about half an hour drive, so 30 minutes give or take. And let's see what we can get in terms of the consumption. This will be lower speeds, so let's see, this will be also interesting test. And traffic jam, as you can see, so pretty difficult conditions. And let's see what CLA can do with this sort of scenario.
Wow.
Yeah, but it feels very nice actually. The suspension is pretty soft but secure. Like I have confidence in this car, which is what I love when I have a confidence-inspiring vehicle. It's always really calming for me that I know that I can rely on the vehicle. And this one is really great in this aspect. Alright guys, so final consumption for city drive, 42 minutes and only 12 kilometers, so 16 average, very slow drive, 19.4. So that's pretty solid. And let's check out from reset, 15.0. So this is my, for the whole test, this is my consumption. Alright guys, so we are charging at 400 kilowatt station, and I didn't preheat the battery enough. So we will get maybe a little bit less power than we would usually do, because I didn't even plan to charge it, but I decided to try it out. So here we have 100%, and it should take 43 minutes. So let's try 80%. Only 17 minutes, this is crazy. So 17 minutes from 27% to 80% in 17 minutes. And the charging is also really good if you go to 90%. But if you go all the way to 100, then it adds time significantly. So it's not really worth, but I would say to 90% it's worth it. Check it out, very good. Alright guys, so in 2 minutes we will finish charging, and we added, alright guys, so we charged from 24% to 90% in 26 minutes. In 2 minutes we will finish, in 1 minute we will finish, and we added 441 and a little bit more kilometers, up to 450. So this is very fast charging. This is my fastest charging ever in the electric vehicle so far. So this is really impressive. What Mercedes has done here, and yeah, really great technology. Alright guys, so we are at 90% and we finished the charging, as you can see here. We added 458 kilometers of range, and we charged from 24 to 90% in 26 minutes. So this is my fastest charging so far in any electric vehicle. So this is really impressive what Mercedes has done here. Really amazing. Alright guys, so here it is, my favorite corner. Let's go. Oh wow, 80 kilometers on the peak. Very nice. When you start the car, you also get sound, and when you put in the park as well. So yeah, it includes also special sounds when you actually go and do it. Recuperation, strong is too much, but if you have it in normal, like a D, then it is, I would like it to have a little bit less, but it is okay. So personally what I do is I have it on D+, and I essentially when I brake, I recuperate as well. And the pulling off with this car is just really cool. Stability is really nice. And with the 250 plus, this is a perfectly fast, really fast actually, for everyday driving. So you don't necessarily need, I would say you don't need 350, but for the 4MATIC system, if you want 4MATIC, then yes, go for it, because on the snow 4MATIC will be the king. If you drive on the snow in the winter often, then 4MATIC is really irreplaceable, we can say. You cannot replace it, because with the rear-wheel drive you will have a problems to have some traction in the snow, especially uphill. So definitely the 4MATIC is a big help in this scenario. So what do you feel in this car when you are driving it? You feel really comfortable. You feel like a small luxury car. It feels very good, in my opinion, and it sort of feels like a more, let's say, larger car. I would need to drive it back to back with the C-Class to compare it, but I would say the C-Class is still a little bit above this, but it is not as far off. The seating position in the C-Class is different, because you have the driver display is like a higher, or you are more sunken down, let's say, in the C-Class. Here, because of the battery pack, you are a little bit more up. Overall, this is really solid offering from the Mercedes in terms of the electric cars. It doesn't really even lean into the corner. It's very stable. Okay, so let's turn it off so we can hear everything else. So let's try here on the roundabout. Usually I go here like a 50 km per. Okay, now we are going 56. So and it feels very stable. 57, 59, 60 km per hour on this. Okay, now the tires started to squeak, but wow, this was very impressive. So this is a good test actually there. Let's go back to comfort and let's do D+. So let's simulate here the rolling, and I will let go the throttle now. 198, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, that's the speed. It's slowly decreasing the speed, but very slowly. Okay, this is amazing coasting. 88, 86, and now I have to accelerate. Alright, so the noise, it's windy here as always, but I have to tell you that it feels pretty quiet in this car. I don't really hear the noise from the tires, I think, at all. The only thing what I hear is wind noise. So far I don't feel the heat from the sun on my head, which I was worried about, but so far it feels I think fine. I'm warm because of my sweat sweat jumper or sweat something, sweatsuit. So I'm more feeling hot because of my hoodie. So let's try the acceleration on the Distronic. Really smooth and nice. Around 105 kilometers per hour it switches to the second gear. You can feel like interruption in the acceleration. So the 0 to 100 kilometers per hour or 62 miles per hour happens in the first gear, and then at 105 kilometers per hour, which could be like 65 miles per hour, 67, it switches to second gear, and then if you are going on the highway you actually get a much better fuel economy because of this. And also let me know which would you go for, the electric CLA or the mild hybrid combustion version of it. And this is the interior of the new CLA in this really beautiful configuration, which is ivory, beige and black. So check this out, really beautiful configuration in my opinion, really interesting and bright. We have also Premium Plus package, so this is like the highest version, 3D Burmester with the new grille. You have some place for water bottle, and inside is actually rubberized. We have buttons here. This is switch for the rear, so this is in the new CLA like this now. Seats, these buttons now move physically. Can you see? They are moving once again. Okay. So they are moving a little bit. So this is now different than before, because before it was haptic. You can close the car, lock it, stitching. This is not a real leather, this is a Artico leather. Really nice combination. And check out here the glass roof. So the whole roof is from glass. You cannot open it, but it is full glass. So like it really looks crazy and futuristic. The sky here is blue, you can see here is more dark, so it is tinted and has special coating to reflect sun glare. And here is the look at the interior. I think this is a very nice configuration. Here is Eloxal optic anthracite trim. We have illuminated door sills. So far, what I touch, nothing creaks in this car. So that's really big positive. Alright guys, so here we are in the interior, and I have to tell you, with this beige it looks really nice. Really, I didn't expect this to look as nice, but of course it's personal taste, so we all love something different. But it is looking very nice. This is Artico leather, so man-made faux leather, not a genuine leather, which you can get in black and in brown. This color only in this Artico in the configurator. So this will be shorter look at the vehicle, because I already did full in-depth review of the interior. So here is the multimedia screen, all new MB OS, which I also did full review of it, so you can check it out on the channel. And here we have the driver screen together with the steering wheel, which is in this case progressive, so it looks different than the AMG line, but I like it. I like it. It looks more luxurious actually. I don't know, I think in this interior it actually fits nicely, this steering wheel, for some reason. There is the middle console, so you can see this anthracite color, and here are the cup holders. So these are adjustable. And let's try if we can fit a large bottle, which you will probably not do, but let's try. It's not possible to fit. So it's not possible to fit here a 1.5 liter bottle. Just to let you know, maybe if it's a little bit slimmer. Alright guys, so here is a water bottle, bottle of water in the UK, bottle of water. Let me know, it's a very funny joke. Okay, so this is half a liter. And it is here a little bit tilted, as you can see. In this one, yeah. What is good is that they are quite deep, these cup holders, so I don't think it should fall off from this. Also the iPhone Pro Max actually fits here pretty nicely. So that's was also what I was doing when I had here the phone. So yeah, this is without it, and if you push it, then you have it here pretty actually securely. So yeah. And actually the driver's display is here in blue, and I was a little bit surprised because in all videos it was in red, so I thought that it will be in red, but it is in blue, and I don't know how to change this. Alright, so this is the blue one, and you can switch here with this OK to the different things which you have in the middle. So you can have a odometer, then you can have a consumption from start, then from charging, from reset. This is at the moment consumption, and this is the map. Then when you switch here, when you slide to the side, you can see the assistant system screen. So that is also possible to have here as a screen. What you can do is also you can have a speedometer scale. So check out now, it will disappear. So you have just without it. Personally, I like it like this. Then you have graphic goodies. So sometimes it will change. Right now it doesn't change anything. And you can deactivate or activate displays, and then you have display brightness. So now it's on maximum on both of these. So you can have it like this, then they are less bright. I prefer it on the maximum if it's sunny like today. Here is a navigation finally with the Google input, but Mercedes design. So Google provided data, but the design and interface looks like a Mercedes, which is always what we want to have. Then we have like a nice icons, Burmester, so you have Burmester settings, and that's also very nicely looking. This is the 3D version of it. And then we have home, so this is what we checked before as well. We have charging, so you can see maximum charging power now with 57 is 89 kilowatts. Also probably because the battery is not preheated, you can change here how much do you want to charge it up, and 100% shows 751 kilometers circa. Battery information, charging power, so you can see maximum 320. Depends on the temperature and state of charge, of course. Battery information, currently 18 degrees Celsius, and battery temperature optimization automatic. The glove compartment. So this is the size of the glove compartment. So here underneath center console we have two USB-C ports. They are illuminated for the cables, and we have also rubberized space here, which is like a band. So you can put something here and it will be pretty secure. Also maybe you can put here like a handbag, or I don't know, depends on you what you want to have here. So it is like a two-layer center console, this airy style top and lower section. So this is the armrest in the middle, and we have here a small place for like coins, for example, and then we have larger space here as well. No USB-C ports, I cannot see any here. So in terms of the storage space, this is pretty deep and spacious actually. Now it's time to check out the rear seats, practicality, headspace, knee room, and all that good stuff. So it's looking really impressive here. Let's hop inside. Okay, so the seat is as low as possible, and I can still put my feet underneath. It is a little bit tight, but still possible, so that's good. But this is only in its lowest position, otherwise it will be fine. And here is how much space you actually have for your knee. So knee room is improved versus the previous CLA. That's, I can feel it. So it has more room, basically A-Class and CLA previous. I have A-Class myself as my own vehicle, and I can tell you here you have more space. Maybe this is twice as much, I would say roughly. It is more spacious. And then we have Burmester speaker here. You can see the doors, some storage space here as well. Then we have window button, And here we have two USB-C ports. This is the AC, and of course here we have the ISOFIX for the child seat. Armrest in the middle, which has a place for tablet or phone, and 3 cup holders here. The headrest, you can change the height, also of course for the front seats, which was not the case for the CLA, but it also depends what kind of seats do you have. If you have a different seats, then the headrest is built in the front. So this is how the roof looks. You can see the turbine spinning, and check out here the front. Let me know what do you think about this design, how do you like this, and what do you think about this specific configuration in the light ivory beige color. Alright guys, so sitting here in the back I have a really surreal feeling because the whole roof is glass, so this is something what I'm not used to with the Mercedes. It's really interesting. So far I'm sitting here and my head is not hot from the sun, so that's good because Mercedes says that the roof has special coating. So hopefully, so far I didn't feel hot on my head. But if you see here, you can see the shadow from the sun. So this is what you can expect. So it will be more, let's say, sunny in the cabin, but it shouldn't be like hot. I so far don't feel hot. Only I see the light. So that's yeah, that's what you can expect. So we have a sunlight which is tinted from the glass, but at the same time it's not hot. I don't feel hot. Usually I would feel it pretty fast actually. Otherwise, in terms of the spaciousness, it feels spacious. Also this portion here, in the previous CLA it would be more like this. So this is now better for the visibility. And yeah, I feel better now. That's the truth. In terms of the space, definitely more space when I sit here, and overall my feeling is more spacious than the previous CLA. That is for sure, I would say. And the interior is looking really futuristic and modern. Here you can see the hook for a jacket. There are no handles here. You can see the airbag here as well, and a small triangle window here as well. Here is the info about the glass, so what is the year and all that stuff. You should be able to read it from this. And yeah, this is the rear. And the rear windows have also privacy glass. I would say it's similar, maybe a little bit less than the roof, but it's still tinted, as you can see here